If you're a young person, you have a set of skills, you know you have potential, you just don't know exactly where to go with it. You want somebody to verify and clarify what your attributes and your personal skills are so that you can really move into the, say, construction industry with a sense of focus. That's why I'm visiting today with Grady Olivares. Now, he's with Interstates. It's a company in Sioux Center, Iowa. He's progressed greatly in this particular industry, but he has a lot of insights that we want to share with you. Grady, thanks for joining me. You're a project coordinator out here at Interstates, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, you're a young man. Let's go back 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Should we do that? Let's pretend that you're taking your first high school vocational test. All right.
Okay.
And you filled it out, and you're sitting in front of your vocational counselor. What did that counselor tell you, and what were you thinking about after you read the report?
I think one of the main questions is why would I be interested in these things? What attributes that I filled out in this test showed me that these career paths were the things that I should go into?
You had some options, right,
Yep.
that were laid out. Now, what were some of the qualities, did you say, when he or she points it out, looks like you do this and you do this, and you're going, yeah. What were those?
Curiosity was one of them, which led to the construction industry.
Now, why, before we go any further, why does curiosity have a link with the construction industry?
I've always liked seeing things get built. I wanted to know how things get put together. It has always been
How does it stay together, right?
Yep.
How does it rigidify and create a structure?
Seeing that progress was always interesting to me.
Yeah, okay. Very good. What other qualities would show up in that kind of a report that would say, you might want to be an engineer or construction or something? What else?
Like organization would be another one. It takes a lot of organization to be able to put a building together in the right sequence to make sure it stays up. Even managing people properly to put them in the right areas, the amount of people you need.
Sure. Very good. Yeah. And organization, that requires sequence. You got to know what's going to come first versus second or third, right? So that requires, I guess, logic, right? Are these all qualities that you did pretty well in when you were younger?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, great. Now that you've moved into a firm like Interstates here in Sioux Center, Iowa, what other qualities are you learning about as you learn as a young man who you are and what you like to do? What other qualities are coming up in your projects and your jobs and stuff? Things you'd like to get better at, so to speak.
I think that organization is a big one to get better at. You always want to be able to manage a project better. You always want to find a better way to do that. Kind of goes into how creative can you get with your organization.
It's so interesting. Organization is kind of a sequential left brain thing, but creativity is kind of a right brain thing. I love the fact that you're talking about creativity insofar as organizing projects. And it's a big creative process.
Yeah.
Which is really very interesting. Now, projects get more and more complex as you move forward, and they allow you to kind of do more stuff, right?
Right.
Tell me about that. How are you adapting to that? Do you feel overwhelmed, or how are you adapting to complexity?
It ties back in the organization, but I like it. The more things you can do, the more you build yourself up that you can organize these more complex problems.
Yeah.
And you get more creative on how you can organize these things, and you get more to do.
Yeah.
So you figure out newer ways to do it better.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. We all know what our core skills are, when we're younger. We want to stretch ourselves, so we want to kind of step out of our comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
But we don't want to step too far out of our comfort zone where we don't know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of have to find that zone, that area, right, where we're being pushed, but not being pushed so that we just can't handle it, right? Are there people around you that kind of help you understand that and what to do with that?
Yeah, I'm fairly new in this company, so there's a lot of people that if I have a question I need to go to, I'll go to them. They'll help me out, set me in the right direction.
Right. One thing you mentioned earlier is creativity. I want to talk about imagination. What role does imagination play, if any, when you're managing a construction project or helping build a building or something like that?
I'd say, like Interstates has an interfab shop where they pre-make some assemblies,
right,
so that we can send them out in the field and they can just get thrown right in.
And they're already kind of pre-developed, right? You don't have to do one piece at a time.
So the electricians just have to install it instead of bending pipes, say.
Yes.
And connecting those things together. They're already there.
Yeah.
All they have to do is throw them up and attach them.
Yeah.
So that imagination of wanting to do things better, do it quicker, I think is a big part of the construction industry as well.
How does it make you feel when you're part of a project that actually achieves that, and accomplishes that, and people feel like, wow, we got this thing up in 2 days instead of 2 weeks. How does that make you feel?
It's a great achievement to put up something faster than you plan.
Yeah.
Always beating that goal that you have is always good.
Yeah. Because your cost estimates, you guess how many man hours it's going to take to get something done, right? And if you beat that goal, then it's really profit for the company.
It is, yep.
Right? And does it require a lot more teamwork and collaboration with people than you expected back, let's say 5-6 years ago, before you really got into the flow of things? Or is it more alone time where you really are by yourself and you just have to cogitate and come up with stuff?
It's a lot more collaborating. So you have a bunch of different people. You say you're on a big job for this and you have 20 electricians working for you. You have to figure out what their different personalities are, and you have to adapt to those ones. And
so you have to leverage their individual strengths. One guy's a good planner, and another guy's really good with people. You got to somehow organize things so that they're doing what they do best. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, outstanding. Well, Grady Oliveras, you're out here in Sioux Center, Iowa. What's the next step for you? Are you going to become more of a manager? Or are you going to organize more people or more sophisticated? Are you going to become a more creative human being? What's the next level for you? You're still a young guy. What is it that you want to be doing 3-4 years from now?
Definitely want to step into that project manager role, go up and run.
Because you're a coordinator now.
I'm a coordinator now, so I'm assisting a project manager in all the tasks in the job. Right. So my next step up would be turning into that project manager and running a job myself. And
broader responsibility, probably broader financial responsibility as well, those kinds of things. Well, I have a feeling you've got the judgment, or you're cultivating the judgment to be able to get to that point. So congratulations for that. And your selection with Interstates here in Sioux Center. I have a feeling they're giving you the fast track, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for watching us here on WildBiz TV. We're in Sioux Center, Iowa with Interstates and Grady Oliveras. You're on the fast track. Thanks for watching WildBiz TV.